What's going on? This is David Whitney with Alphahawkfitness. Alright guys, today I want to talk about what we all know is the most important meal of the day, right? Well, this is the thing. I know a lot of my subscribers and viewers don't subscribe to that theory because a lot of us, we do intermittent fasting. So I just wanted to make a video addressing some of the claims and some of the old beliefs about breakfast being so important for fat loss and for speeding up the metabolism. Now here's the thing. We all know that food does have a thermogenic effect, and eating does speed up our metabolisms. So even I used to believe that because of this, if we were to eat 6, 8, or whatever, the more times we eat, the more times we'd be speeding up our metabolisms. So that's why people always say it's so important to eat breakfast, because breakfast, of course, means breaking your fast. So that would mean starting up your metabolism first thing in the morning. So that way you could keep burning calories all throughout the day. Well, here's the thing. Through research, we find out that it really doesn't work like that. It's not that how many times a day you eat is how fast your metabolism will be going. It's about how much during the day you eat. So let's say, for instance, you take a person who's eating 2,500 calories a day. Their metabolism will be sped up over the 24-hour period proportioned to that 2,500 calories. Now, it has nothing to do with how many meals it takes them to eat that 2,500 calories. You see what I'm saying? It's the amount of food, not the times, not how often we eat the food. So whether you eat 2,500 calories in 2 meals or 10 meals, it doesn't matter. Your metabolism is still sped up in proportion to the amount of calories you eat. And now right here I got written down on some studies. J.D. Cameron in 2010, the study was about 6 meals versus 3, and that showed that there was no difference in between the two with weight loss. Emily J. Durhander in 2014 had a study on skipping breakfast, and that showed that skipping breakfast had no effect on weight loss. There's the Bath Breakfast study by James Betts, and that showed that skipping breakfast caused no metabolic adaptation. That means the metabolism didn't slow down at all due to skipping breakfast. But here's the thing. So we see now that skipping breakfast won't cause our metabolism to slow down. And I think we already see that through anecdotal evidence by all of us who are doing intermittent fasting. We see that we're losing weight faster because this diet is easier to stick to, and there's also benefits in it too that are more than just the adherence ability, being able to adhere to it. There's also things that happen that our body there's also things that go on in our bodies when we're fasting that help us with weight loss. And I'm going to go into that in a future video. But there's a reason why I still think breakfast is, for me at least, the most important meal of the day. Because like I said, and like we all know, breakfast is just breaking the fast. So we all are going to eat breakfast because we're all going to break the fast at some point in the day, whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening. And the reason for me that I still consider breakfast the most important meal of the day is because I do flexible dieting. So that means as long as I'm staying in my calorie range and I'm getting my protein requirements, I could pretty much eat anything I want. So because I can eat anything I want, I could end up eating things that don't have the micronutrients that I need. I might be just like, oh, let me make sure I get my macronutrients like my protein, but I might be neglecting healthy foods and not get all my micronutrients, which is important for our bodies operating optimally. So that's why with my first meal of the day, I make sure that I deliberately make sure that I'm getting a healthy meal, a very healthy meal. So at least that way I could get that out of the way. And then after that, I just got to make sure for the rest of the day I'm getting my protein requirements, and then at the end of the day I still have calories left over to play with. And now when I say play with, what I mean is to eat what I want with. Let's say if I'm eating 2,800 calories a day. In my first meal, I make sure I get some good quality food, some good quality carbohydrates and protein and everything, and some good quality fats, and that are nutrient dense foods. And then for the rest of my eating window, I'm making sure I'm getting my protein requirements. Now let's say I reach my protein requirements and I'm still 500 calories under my allotted amount of calories for the day. That means I only ate 2,300 calories, but I already got everything I needed in. Well, now I got 500 calories to eat what I want with. And that's why I talked about in an earlier video how flexible dieting allows you to like have a cheat day every day. And I don't know about you, but for me, I always broke down on my diets at the end of the day. You know, when I'm relaxing, it's the end of the day and I start getting those cravings for junk food. Well, with flexible dieting, I always got some calories left over at the end of the night to eat the foods that I still want. So that's why it's never really a problem for me to stick with this diet. And like I said a bunch of times, the first thing, the most important thing on any diet is being in a caloric restriction. The second most important thing is adherence. You want a diet that's not like you're going on a diet. You want a diet that's a new lifestyle for you. You just live this way and you eat this way, and it allows you to always be losing weight or maintaining the physique that you want. And that's what I get through flexible dieting. But this video wasn't about flexible dieting. It's about breakfast, and I just wanted to cover that for you guys. But all right, like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you like the video, share them too. And make sure to go back into the old videos and check out some things, if there's some topics you're interested in, and stay tuned for the new ones. And wait a second, hold on. There's somebody here that wants to say hi to you. She just came in the room.
Bye.
All right, bye.